Okay, we are 32 days out from the meet, and the good news and the bad news after Saturday's poor squat showing is that I'm not sure if this really is good news, but the good news is holy freaking shit, I was dead on Sunday, like just so freaking tired. And I think as I was kind of saying through the video on Saturday, that makes me feel better about how the squats went because I know that it is likely just fatigue from that big deadlift push, not from the knee being the total limiter. And knee feels pretty good afterwards as well. And what I'm kind of unsure about right now is in the Saturday video, I was talking about how I think I want to skip the max effort pull this week, squat on Saturday, pull next Saturday, pull or squat again Saturday after, be done with the meet. And the more I think about that, the more it's like if I trusted my knee 100% and I knew that it would be good to go, I would be much more confident going that route. But the thing is that I don't trust the knee 100% right now, and I think that I would much rather have that extra squat exposure. And knowing that I was pretty shittered going into this last Saturday squat day, the biggest goal for this week is to make sure that on the lower body stuff at least, we are going light enough that we can sustain a push when we need to push. So today's bench day, so we're starting out with something that will kind of help go with that theme. That is, we're going to be running some cambered bar reverse grip reps in place of what would normally be speed bench today, just so that I can try to make the pecs, make the shoulders feel nice and lubed up for the rest of this meet preps benches. How difficult it's going to be to find the touches, making me kind of glad we're running this choice. Trying out some comp too, just to see. I hate this bar, but I'm glad we're doing it. I mean, I hate this bar in particular, not the idea of a cambered bench bar. Because this one's pretty rinky-dink. Rings are in the wrong spot. Ultra flexy, feels like shit in the hands, but it's worth sucking up and using so we can get that nice stretchy stretch. Am afraid. Actually felt a little bit better than I was expecting. Do a couple reps comp grip as well. Not going to push these very deep in the rep range or range of motion. Actually, shocked at the lack of sticky feels in both the elbows and shoulders, but that is still making me glad that I'm using this bar because I want to keep it feeling very not sticky for the rest of the peak. Anyways, we'll try to see if we make 205 feel not terrible. Am afraid, once again. Went a little better than expected, and we'll take a couple reps comp grip again just to see how she's feeling. Better than expected, so we'll run another one here. Drilling into the corner, so I guess we're going 225 for set number 2. Still afraid. Felt better than I thought it would again, though, so can't complain too much. Give myself a little bit longer rest before the comp grip set as well, because that one got a little bit harder and I don't want this to feel terrible. I am very, very, very okay with how that went, which has me more optimistic about what we have to do next, because we gotta wake up a little bit.
But before we do that, if you're feeling stuck in training and you're not making the progress that you should be based on how hard you are working, hit link below and join the team so you can get daily individualized coaching directly from me on every single thing that you're doing in the gym, so we can dial in your technique, build your weak points, set you up with better programming, and make sure that the effort you're putting in produces the results that you should be seeing.
Because we got the fun music in the headphones, 100-pound dumbbells out for the light feeler, mostly since, well, I would have a less pathetic showing on the dumbbell press than we did last week. Feels pretty okay for starting at the hundreds. And 130s now for the warm-up that will help decide how big we're going for work sets, or if we're taking another warm-up for a bigger work set potentially. So, yeah. I'm pretty okay with that. I think I'll go 160 next, but I gotta head back to spot the rocker top to the bench first. This will be a pretty decently sized incline for him, so yeah. Yes. Big pull. Tight. Pull, 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 pull. Yep. Spread. Fuck yeah.
Nice.
There you go.
When you hit the rack, I was like, oh god.
I know.
Anyways, we're back over here in dumbbell land. 160's coming up, and in order to make sure that this actually works for me, we gotta both push hard, like physically with pushing the dumbbells, push hard, but ensure that we're leaving a couple reps in the tank so we're not too smashed for Thursday's bigger bench. That won't be that big, but I still want to make sure I'm not too smashed for it, you know? So, yeah, I think that was good enough.
I didn't realize you were taping. I'm like,
Perfect. But yeah, very happy with how that felt, like both like how it like felt as well as strength wise. I think that is a very good spot to not be super smash and set me up pretty damn well to climb on these for the rest of the wave and see if we can maybe take a shot at those 200s before the meet. And I will clarify that that is a pretty big maybe though, because as much as I do think it would be very cool to press the 200s, the big thing that I don't want to be doing right now is sacrificing bench performance because I'm chasing dumbbell numbers like an idiot. But we are going to be chasing more range of motion on the dips here because this is pretty freaking pathetic and we got to get it better. I hate how terrible that is, but again, we're doing it because we need to get much less bad. Gonna do something a little bit embarrassed of for this next set. and run it with a tiny bit of assistance, just because big priority here is trying to push into that range of motion, lengthen pec minor. So we're going to see if this helps us with that cause, which feels like it is. So we will continue. That was 100% the absolute right call, because, well, the bench kerfuffle we had last Thursday with the rack being set up not very well. Like, we had a little bit of pec minor feels after that. It was still feeling a little bit. Felt it pretty on the first set, but did not feel it at all on that next one. So we'll run another one there with resistance and see if we can clean up the feels, clean up the execution even further. Don't get me wrong, it is embarrassing to be a guy that has benched over 500 pounds, trying to bench over 500 pounds again, that is needing to run assisted dips. But the thing is like, if running them assisted lets me do them better for the part of the shoulder complex that is appearing to bottleneck progress, I might as well sock it up and be okay with the embarrassment and run them assisted for the higher quality. And if anyone does want to make fun of me for that, just remember that you're going to get out totaled by a guy that can't even talk without stuttering and has to do assisted dips. So, yeah. And to continue making pec minor feel juicy, gonna run this strange angle fly. I don't know how much I'm going to film because the hallway is really busy, the whole gym's really busy. No idea where to put the camera safely, so we'll do probably 2 real work sets after this warm up. Gotta remember this one's dangerous with the things flopping around when you let go of them. And we'll see if this is close to heavy enough for a work set. Feels about appropriate. I am very okay with how that felt. We'll probably go a little bit heavier for the next one. So, full stack, I guess. Not a lot of rest because I want to get out of here so I'm not taking up space in the big section of the gym anymore. So, no promises on not being too much of an asshole for this one. I love these machines so much. And as far as machines that I don't know if I love, we're going to give this guy a run again today. I was not planning on using it because it is a little bit like tricep elbow nasty with that tendinopathy that we had, but all of the cables are being used and I'm pretty narrow on options that I want to run here. So keeping her light, and I don't know, I might just suck it up and run a cable because I don't know if I can make this heavy enough to be effective, but also not piss off the elbow, so we're gonna move on. While I'm over here, gonna give this guy a try as well. This is less terrible, for sure. We'll have to do like 10 billion and a half reps to get a pump, but I can be okay with that. Bend over a little bit. Maybe that's, ooh, I like this. Definitely got a little bit harder. Doesn't feel any worse in the elbow. I'm probably touching a little more of that long head because I'm having to like do a bit of a straight arm pull down, pull over type action. Oh, yeah, I can be okay with this. Good move, Seth. Yeah, I'm definitely doing another one of those. Okay, round 2. Not a ton of rest again, but we'll be okay. This is phenomenal. It's like a PJR pullover with a way better feeling strength curve. I'm glad we discovered this because I will be definitely doing that again when I need a lighter, feel good tricep slot. And magically, pull down, opened up here. So we're going to be doing some good old regular non-machiny guys for the vertical pull slot. And not very apparent because you're looking at my stupid arthritic shoulder side right now on the camera, but trying my best to keep elbows driven forward, not dumping back, making sure that I'm trying to like recreate approximate elbow position that I want underneath the squat bar, because that's like the biggest reason I'm doing pull downs is upper back set and squat carryover. But I don't know. We'll go up a little bit, but finish this set out so we don't have to spend too much time over here. Okay, round 2. Not a ton of rest again, so we'll do our best to not make it shitty. Got shittier than I wanted it to, faster than I wanted it to, but we'll be fine. And for upper back, the stupidly long rope just opened up, so we're gonna hop in over here for some face pulling. And I think for the sake of overall fatigue management, gonna tone her down to just one upper back slot over the next few weeks, just to make sure that we're not just junk volume ourselves out of being able to push too hard on the big stuff. And I know I sound pretty lame, worried about volume and upper back, but with how I felt as of late, I want to be relatively tame in terms of the amount of exercise slots we're doing. And to be clear, you gotta earn the right to want to pull volume off at the end of meet prep by actually being strong. If you're dotsing like 400, don't even think about doing this. Okay, round 2. And I should clarify, in terms of specifically targeting anything upper back, face pull, not the best. But again, in terms of creating that upper back set that I need on squats and bench, pretty damn good practice. So that is why we're choosing to prioritize these guys. I'm thinking we'll probably just get right into our second tricep. Some of these shoulder extension-y long rope pushdowns. Again, more trying to get the long head to do work so that it feels better when we're bench pressing. We'll do one more. Anyways, round 2 here. I do feel lame only having little tricep movements again today, but it's a similar conversation to needing to be okay with feeling lame like I was in assisted dips, because for now, this will be the better option versus irritating my elbow today and having a worse bench on Thursday. So we'll be okay with being a pansy. And next up, gonna go figure something else out for arms. Biceps part of the arms, because we just did tricep part of the arms, to be clear. I think the best option is coming back for this guy. Running a single arm so that we don't need to use as much weight. I don't know, maybe I should have run it bilateral. It does feel pretty good unilateral, but whatever, we'll get a pump. We'll just do it bilateral. Definitely works better. Okay, round 2. Such a good arm machine. And I think today is going to have to be another case of running the hip flexor work at home because, well, as you guys can probably tell from watching the background of the vlog, gym is freaking busy right now. And like it's such a pain in the dick to both acquire the spine ab strap to do the hip flexor work. It's a pain in the dick to acquire a cable stack that I can lay down in front of, and then it's a pain in the dick to be on the floor and filming. So we will just do them in the basement tonight, but I think for what today needed to be, like I am very stoked. The camber bar bench felt really good on the shoulders, really good on the pecs. The dumbbell press felt really strong, even though we didn't force the reps on it. The dips felt, well, better than dips have felt in a very long time, which isn't saying much, but they're at least coming around, and I don't feel too fried, and I don't think we cooked anything too hard. We're pretty minimal in overall accessory selection today, so I am very excited to roll into Wednesday. And again, I think that the best option will be to still have my main pull Wednesday, still have my main squat Saturday, just so we can have a couple more squat exposures before the meet, versus just having two, like try to get 3 to 4, like 3 solid ones, 1 lighter one. I think that'll like give me the most confidence in the knee. So we're gonna do what we got to do to be able to make that happen, and I think today is a good step in the direction of making that happen. So we are still in it. I still do strongly believe that I have no reason that I can't put together a PR total sitting here right now, and all my job is now is to make sure that we set myself up to do that. So we're gonna do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out. Have a good rest of your night, and I will see you in the team.